Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our live stream. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you, depending on where you are on this wonderful, beautiful planet Earth. And yes, we're going to have something exciting for you. And as you have seen in the last few live streams, we focus on people from the United States. And before that, we were in UK. And right now we are coming back to Europe, and next week we are going to be focusing on Indonesia. And the week after that, we are going to go to Africa. All right. So it's going to be fun and exciting. And yeah, the whole purpose of this live stream is to put together the entire community. So we try to spread it out. All right. And in between focusing on different countries, we also have wonderful sharing of wonderful inspirational stories. And today you're going to be hearing a fantastic story. All right. So without much further ado, I will introduce our first special guest. And well, he actually needs no introduction because some of you guys in Europe may know who he is. He's none other than Mr. Venczel Gábor. I hope I pronounced that correctly, brother.
Yes, that's
He's
correct.
our,
Yes.
Yeah, Chief Marketing Officer for Europe. Okay, welcome. How are you?
Hey, James, thank you very much. First of all, thank you for inviting me for today's
It's
show. And
always
welcome everyone, of course, who's watching the live stream. It's always exciting, and I really enjoy watching all the previous shows as well. So, and I'm really honored to be a guest here today.
Thank you. And I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear from you and to get a real update, all right? A real update of what's happening in Europe, okay? So perhaps you can enlighten us on the situation.
Well, yeah, sure. I'd be happy to. Unfortunately, there is not very much concrete information what I can share you guys right now. But let me just say that upfront that Europe, it's a quite difficult market because it's one of the most over-regulated markets, I think, in the world. There are too many regulations, there are too many rules, and it is not easy to obey everything, and it's not easy to work by the book. Okay, so and obviously Prife International, it's a respected company, so we cannot afford to not doing the things right. So therefore, people need to be a little bit more patient. So right now, what I can tell you is that the European company is already registered. Okay, so that is already done. That is actually registered in Poland. And what is important that for the company to be able to operate, we need the BOD to come to Europe and sign the papers, which is going to happen next month. I think around in the next month, hopefully, when the BOD is coming to Europe. And obviously, we are going to make a meeting regarding this kind of a little celebration that this signing ceremony was happened, and we are going to invite a few leaders and probably stockists to this meeting. Obviously, soon I think there will be some concrete information about the date and everything else. And from there on, there will be a little bit more easier because then the European company will going to start and up and running, and then we are going to find an office, which I can't tell you that right now, that where it will be exactly. That we are right now looking for the office, and there will be, of course, our own staff. And you say, probably as everybody know that Andrew Cole, he is the CEO of the European branch, actually, and he's really working hard in the background and, make all the negotiations which is required for this. And well, that's to it. And then, of course, in another really important aspect of it, that is, we are, as we speak, trying to build up enough stock, obviously, for the European market, because right now, basically, the stock is coming, it's flowing in. We have quite an amount that we can basically fulfill every orders on a daily basis. Of course, there is a few days of delays might happen, but that is our first priority, to be able to build up an appropriate amount of stock, so there will be no one has to wait weeks or even, God forbid, months, for the delivery anymore. So
Yeah.
really it should be smooth and everything will be okay. So right now this is, and actually there is another good news. Obviously customer service, it's a very important part of the whole process, because people must know if they have any kind of problem or inquiry, where they need to turn to, where they're going to receive an answer or anything like this. We were setting up some email addresses. People already know this. This is the eu.support prifeintel.biz email address. And we just hired another person who is responsible entirely to handle these emails and send out the answers for everybody and make the necessary inquiries and help from the main HQ and whatsoever, because obviously the databases are in Malaysia, so there is a little bit of a time difference until we able to get the info from there. So that's hopefully we're going to change as well, in the future, because our goal is to quite, how should I say that, work a little bit more independently in Europe, okay, from the Malaysian HQ. So there hopefully will be all the inquiries can be answered in Europe in a normal working hours, because first of all, the time difference is quite big. It's 6 hours, obviously, between Europe and Malaysia. And basically from October, there will be even 7 hours, because in Europe, they're changing the clock, again. that means that again will be not 6 but 7 hours differences. But we are working on it. So it just everybody need to be a little bit more patient. We will get there.
So,
Okay.
yeah, thank you so much for that, for the update. And I'm sure you get a lot of it, especially when we run out of stocks in Europe, right? But nevertheless, I guess this is part of growing pain, and we are moving forward and getting better, getting well organized. And I guess the setup of the company and office in Poland will be a milestone. And I think from there, I think people can expect much, much better stocks flowing to different countries in Europe. Yeah, for sure. And also, as you mentioned a while ago about customer service, and to separate Europe on its own, I think that is also another good point because of the time difference. So now, may I just ask you, more on a positive note, all right? I mean, we have gone through all this nitty-gritty of, what's going on. Now, why do you think, from your honest opinion, why do you think people in Europe are so excited about this device? Do they call it a magic wand like in the US? What do they call it?
No, that's actually came from the US. So in the Europe, no one was called it the magic wand, but we are actually called this a heat blower, like that's
heat blower.
Yeah, actually that because when the first products was just arrived to Europe, on the invoices for simply a heat blower, that's it. So everybody was used to call that like this. So actually, I can share that how this whole thing was started actually back in September last year. That was when one of my friend from the Philippines sent me this 10-minute video. And maybe a couple of people I don't know, but I was living in Thailand with my wife almost 10 years actually. And I was physically in Thailand, not in Europe when that happened. And when I was watching this video, that 10-minute cartoon video, which I'm sure that everybody was like, and everybody saw it. And I think I could say that many people was attracted to this product and to this business through this little video, because it's really good. So when I was watching this video, I was saying, look, if it's only a half of this is true, I'm in. where I need to send my money, So there was, of course, several reasons of that. So let me just enlighten some of the points why I get so excited with this. Because, first of all, I've been involved in network marketing for more than 30 years. Okay, so I'm started in 1989, with the big A, and I think everybody know the company. It's I'm still really respecting them and absolutely. But anyway, so I've been I've seen a lot. Okay, I've been through a lot during these 30 years. I've seen a lot, and somehow I was aware that everything is going in circle. Everything is going in circle, you know. So everything is coming back, which was maybe a hit 10, 15 years ago, then faded away. It's coming back again, you know. So there is nothing really actually very new in the market, you know. It is new for the babies, of course, but not for us, you know, for veterans. But when I see this, I say, well, this is something really unique. I never seen anything like this. And right now, if somebody is thinking that, okay, I want to start something, you know, for several reasons, because of course we are passed through a big global pandemic, and many people lost their job, lost their, you know, security basically at all, and they might looking for something to even replace the lost income or supplement their income because they don't want to get into the situation again like this. And so many people are looking for it. Okay, and many people were very aware that they need to looking for something where they can operate independently. Okay, independently. And of course, it's a home-based business. That is the best choice for everybody. But what choices do they have, right? So first of all, there are the money games. Of course, you know, I do not recommend this to anyone, obviously, for several reasons. And there is another category, and that is the Me Too products, okay? And you know, actually, you are immediately be a part of the competition that my product is better than yours. Well, you know, we used to say that you can decide to swim in the red ocean, where the sharks trying to eat each other, or you can conveniently swimming in a blue, very calm water where no one is over there, you know, nobody else, and no one has what you have. So that's what we have here. That's what we have here. You know, so this is really, really unique. And of course, you know, the next step was I was try the product. I had my first very positive testimonials regarding the product, and not just me, but my whole family actually. So my mother-in-law is 64. You know, actually, yes, you can say I'm only 35. That's okay. So. Yeah, but anyway, so she was used the product for a couple of weeks, and then and mostly, you know, she liked to blow her face. And then one of her friends came over and tell her, now you need to tell me immediately when you did the Botox and how much does it cost. And of course, there is nothing like this. But anyway, so we were trying to started to develop these testimonials, and I was really constantly amazed by this whole thing. And then in the meantime, I was find out that we know each other with Dr. Jimmy from some previous you know, enterprises. And then I was talk to him and asked him that, are you guys willing to send some product into Europe? I said yes, and this is basically how it started. This is how it started, and very quickly, people was really amazed. And again, I never have any kind of experience before in a 30 years. I just told you before, the whole thing, I was started in a very, very, very easy way. I was just put up one picture into my Facebook, holding the ITER device in my hand, and I just posted one question. Do you know what is this? That's it. You know, that's it. And, you know, basically, you know, my messenger just went crazy. And everybody wanted to know, what is this? What is this? It was really crazy. And you know, I didn't do anything else, just send them this 10-minute video, the same, you know, like I did. So, and I get, and this is how the thing started.
Yeah.
So
thank
it's
you
really
so much.
quite an experience.
It's a great account of almost everything, actually, because you have been a veteran in network marketing, and I guess you got attracted to this opportunity because it's something which is, as you say, it's in the blue ocean, right? So we don't have a competitor. And also, I think another thing that when I met you in Kuala Lumpur, you mentioned that it's also because this is not like a food supplement that, you know, every other company is doing.
No, absolutely not. So listen, it's not just, you know, it's not just the Me Too, not just the Me Too product problem, you know, but obviously today, you know, people are really looking for something which is, first of all, not invasive. Okay, so they don't need to swallow, they don't need to drink, they don't need to apply, nothing like this. And second, which is fast. I mean, really, really fast. Okay. So they got results very quickly, very quickly. Okay. And, still, my best advice to anyone who's starting this business, that the best thing you can do to listen, just focus on the problem. Okay. Focus on the problems and just offer a solution. Okay. And you don't need to do anything else. Borrow the device for a few days. Okay. And, we used to call this method the puppy method. If I bring you a puppy, it's cute and lovely and whatever, probably after a few days, you don't want to give it back, right? So this is the same thing happening with iTerra as well, because if someone tried to use it and really using it, definitely don't want to give it to you back. They say,
Wow.
I need this, how much does it cost? I want to buy it, okay? It's that so simple. And, I'm not going into this scientific mumbo jumbo or technological blah, blah, or whatsoever, nothing, nothing. I always saying, listen, I have this and that testimonial. Personally, I experienced this. Listen, I don't know how does it work. I don't have a clue. I don't even care, but it works. You want to experience too? Here it is, try it. It's that so simple, and you don't need any kind of scientific mumbo jumbo for this. Not at all. Unless you have a, 2-letter before your name and maybe your expertise is lying in somewhere here. Yeah, you might want to know a little bit more, but that's okay. But most of the people don't, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Venczel, Gábor, and it's really enlightening to hear you share your experience as well as an update on what's going to happen in Europe. And hopefully everything works well, which I'm sure it will. And you will be the organizer of a big event when the BODs visit Poland for the signing, I'm sure. And hopefully we'll get to interview you again soon in the near future when everything is properly set up. And as a CMO of Europe, I'm sure you will take quite a big responsibility and a big role in rolling out the whole plan. Yeah. So thank you so much.
I really hope so. And James, I'm looking forward to it again to have this little session.
I'm sure.
Anytime. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and all the very best to you. All right. Thank you. Okay. Well, for those of you in Europe, you've heard it all, right? So things are moving along fine, and things will get better in terms of stocks, all right? I mean, everywhere in the world is craving for that, all right? Shortage here and there. But now the shortage, I notice, is getting like not like a couple of months kind of shortage, it's getting like weeks kind of thing. So it's getting better. All right, so without much further ado, we have another wonderful guest with us, and I picked her up, actually, her story rather, when I saw her on YouTube, actually. So I contacted the person who interviewed her, and I was pretty amazed with what she has shared and how lovely she is. Really, her vibration is very strong. So can we please welcome Mrs. Debra Forbes all the way from Texas, all right, the United States. And thank you so much for waking up early, and you look fabulous. You look fabulous.
Well, thank you. And thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm so excited for you to share your story with the world, all right, because we have quite a community here from different continents. So maybe you can tell us how this device has helped your family before coming to your situation, Debra. Go ahead.
Okay. It was back in around June 27th. We were introduced with the wand. Our friend came over. He knew that my husband suffered real bad with arthritis in his hands. He couldn't close them. And so I talked my son into coming over because he was in so much pain with his neck and his back and headache that wouldn't go away. And so when they came over, they worked on my husband and, did the points, his hands and his head. And his hands, he focused a lot on his,
He had arthritis, right? Yeah.
Yes, he has arthritis. Well, we drank the water first, and then he started working on my husband. And my husband stood up and he could bend his hands. He could squeeze his, into a fist. And he was kind of
Immediately?
amazed.
I mean, just immediately after the first treatment?
Yeah, it was really exciting.
That's
And
great.
then what really made me want to get into this business is when he started working on my son. He couldn't turn his neck. I mean, it was just
Stiff
really,
neck,
really bad.
lock shoulder, or something like that, right? Like
He has a messed up disc in his neck
okay.
and in his back too. And he has been suffering a lot with some headaches, real bad headaches he couldn't get rid of. So after our friend worked on him, and then focused on his neck and his head and did his points and everything, he stood up. My son stood up and he was just floored. He goes, well, I don't know what to think about this. He goes, my headache's gone. And that was a miracle in itself.
Wow.
And then he could turn his neck. He could
So
bend his neck.
just one session.
Yes.
Wow. So your husband, next your son, and what about you?
Well, then he did it on me, but mine was more internal. I didn't have any aches and pains that I could get immediate results from. So, but after watching what he did and how my son reacted to it, I wanted in the business because I saw a miracle happen. I mean, it was just wonderful. So on July 14th, I joined and used it for a little bit, off and on, because I was showing other people. And then July 20th, I had a kidney doctor appointment, and he said my numbers have improved. And then I told him what I was doing, and I told him about this device. And I said, oh, I just wish I could come back and see you in a month, but the insurance won't pay for it. And he goes, well, I'm real interested in this. So why don't you come back in 3 months?
So when you mentioned, sorry, Debra, just for our viewers' sake, when you mentioned that you had a kidney situation improve, that means your kidneys are probably able to function better. Is that right? Is that why the numbers increase?
Yes.
Increase in functionality, basically. And
yes.
you had this kidney problem for how many years already?
I was diagnosed probably about 12 years ago with stage 3 kidney disease.
Okay, so it has improved, and your next appointment will be what, in next 1 month?
October 19th.
All the
can't
very
wait.
best. All the very best. But you can feel you are getting better, right?
Yes, and people ask, well, how do you know? Because your kidneys are on the inside. It's fine when you go to the bathroom and you know that you're putting out more than what you were a month ago, and it's improving. So I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, I just feel better. So I'm excited. I go back October 19th to get those numbers, and you're going to see me again because I want to shout it to the rooftop, because there's so many people who needs this.
Yeah, I know.
And that leads me into the gout attacks that I've had for about that long.
That was quite bad, right? I mean, please show us. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So back in December 7th, this was the beginning. Well, it had already started. If you see both feet.
Look at the severity of the inflammation. Wow.
Yes. And this is 3 days later of that 1 foot.
And how long do you want it, like every day kind of thing? Like,
well, let me show you this. This is day 3.
Wow, day 3. Amazing.
Yes. And the difference is because I've been wanding. I started wanding probably around about a month now. And so I started with a gout attack on 3 Sundays ago, and I almost started crying because you saw that one picture.
I know. I felt the pain when I saw it.
The pain, so, people's pain is pain, but when you can't walk and you want to chop your foot off because the pain is so bad, screaming, crying, and
you don't take medication, you were telling me, right?
Right. I couldn't take, I'm not supposed to take like Motrin or a leave because of the NSAIDs because of my kidneys. So, but I did sneak some in there and it still just laughed at it. But this time, come Monday morning, I used the crutches one time to go to the bathroom, went back to bed. And then when I woke up, I used a cane to get into the living room. I drank the water and I wanded, and I didn't use the cane anymore, didn't use the crutches anymore. And you saw what it looked like on day 3 versus the big blown up red foot on day 3. And I was just like, okay, any day now it's going to blow up. I'm going to be crippled, but it hasn't. And I am just so excited. And anyone who suffers with gout, they know what I'm talking about. It is debilitating. It's horrible.
I'm so happy for you, really.
The one thing that on this gout attack, I have noticed, it has lasted the duration of the 2 weeks. The more severe gout attacks, it was like 2 to 3 weeks. But this 2 weeks for the uric acid buildup and the crystals to get out of the foot, the pain has been minimal. It still has been inflamed a little bit. I never had to use an ice pack like I did on the blown up foot. And I could still wear shoes, whereas before I couldn't, and I could still walk. But it still lasted 2 weeks. And but that's okay. I mean, this wand is a miracle and it is working. And I'm just so excited.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Debra Forbes. And I really look forward to you receiving some wonderful good numbers in your kidney, test in October, right? So
thank you. October 19th.
Thank you so much for coming here on the live stream and sharing with our viewers. And I wish you all the best, Mrs. Debra Forbes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, there you go, guys. You've heard it. And I've always said this before, that no pain is too little, too small, or too whatever, right? Because when someone is suffering pain, it's excruciating. And it's not only that. I mean, the way they live and everything else is like upside down and, topsy-turvy situation. So when this thing can help you, wow, I think it's worth giving it a try. All right, so thank you for our wonderful guests, both of them. But before we end, I would like to play this upbeat note because our BODs have been busy. I know they've been traveling everywhere, right? So in July, they were in Indonesia, and then recently they were in Okada in Manila. So I would like to play that and share with our viewers. Enjoy this.
Congratulations to all the Filipino leaders of Prife International. This is truly an exciting times to all of us. Let us commit to do this business, share the iTeracare product to the entire world.
iTeracare is about love. iTeracare is about family. Welcome to the opportunity. It's a global opportunity. We do it alone. And I hope you join us, all the families and friends out there. God bless you all. iTeracare is the one.
It's very exciting to see all of you here. Let's be healthy, beautiful, and wealthy. Go Philippines!
My dear partners, don't miss this opportunity. This is a game changer. Prife International is the way to go. This will change your life and your family. Go with us.
To be successful in the network marketing, you need to find the right person, right leader to follow. Look for one that you want to be like him or to be like her. And you learn and you just copy what he's doing. Together, everyone achieve more. You can't do this alone. Philippines going to be the first officers outside of Malaysia. Give them the wisdom, we give them the knowledge, we give them the power, we will motivate them, and we will teach them how to become successful in MM business through our I-Elite system.
Let us embrace this wonderful opportunity that Prife International gave us. And we are excited for the Filipinos because we Filipinos are destined for greatness. Mabuhay ang Pilipino, mabuhay Prife International, mabuhay Ep13, mabuhay ang lahat ng mga leaders. God bless us all. Thank you. Praise God, we have discovered this Ep13 device, and as Filipinos, we are a springboard to the rest of the world. I am so grateful to be part of this, and you also, I am encouraging each one of you to be part of this pioneering team right now. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Philippines, it's our time right now. It's time to walk in our destiny and be the jumping board to the rest of the world. Let's go, Prife International.
Ep13, try it to believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in Prife International. We will lead you to the top.
Prife International Philippines, only the one that you can count on for a great future ahead. Come on board.
Well. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the whole episode. Thank you so much to all our both our wonderful guests who have been sharing with us. And just a quick announcement before we finish off today's live stream. Next week, it will not be on Sunday. Next week, only for next week, it will be on Saturday. Well, it's because I have a meeting in India on Sunday, so I can't write. It clashes, all right. So I'm moving forward to September 3rd. So I hope to see all of you then, and we will have this time from Indonesia our CMO, Mr. Anton, all right, and also we have other guests as well who will be sharing their testimonial. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Mr. Gábor, and also thank you, Debra, and all the very best. And thank you so much for coming forward and sharing your message to everyone. Thank you, and God bless, and good night from me in Kuala Lumpur. Bye for now.
Medical disclaimers. Ep13 Classic and Ep13 Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prife International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prife International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.